Okay, here we are, Dr. Travis Kendall here at Texas Sedation Dental and Implant Center, here with another special patient. She's been with us for, when did we start?
Well, the first time I was in, I believe, was in late December.
Late December.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been a little while. We've been through ups and downs, and you know, we talk about getting teeth in 24 hours.
Yes.
But there's a lot of appointments in between. A lot of things, you know. So yes, you get teeth. You go from, you know, bad teeth or broken down teeth to teeth, but there's still a lot of renditions that we go through to make sure everything fits perfectly. And within that process, there's ups and downs. Sometimes they don't fit as good as they want. Sometimes you're biting your cheek or your tongue or those kind of things. And so we really like to be honest with people that, you know, this is not a cheap process because there's a lot of work that goes into it. There's a lot of experience that we have had to be able to restore someone's mouth and take them from teeth that are broken down or to a beautiful new smile. So, Robin, we did surgery. When was it? In February?
I think it was either late February or early March.
And we used the sedation. How did that go for you?
Wonderful. I didn't know a thing. It was outstanding.
Awesome.
Outstanding.
And so that's what people ask all the time. They want to be completely out.
Yes,
which is
you are.
Which I call general anesthesia when you're completely out, where you can't maintain your own airway. What you had is what we call IV conscious sedation. But that's what I tell people. For all intents and purposes, it is you're out because you don't remember.
You don't. You really don't.
The difference is you're, you know, you are completely conscious, which means you might be snoozing a little bit, but you maintain your own airway. And if I ask you to open your mouth, you hear me and you open your mouth. But after the fact, you don't remember any of that. And it keeps you totally relaxed, totally comfortable. People who are really fearful,
I was.
they don't have
I'm not anymore.
Yes, that's great. I love that. But, you know, that's what happens is it allows people like you who are fearful of the process to get through that process. So it's been a long process. It's been six months or so, and we're finally at your final teeth. And how many renditions did we go through? 3 or 4 different renditions, and we've changed teeth multiple times.
A couple, yeah, a couple. It just kept fine tuning, you know, till we got to here.
Yeah, and so that process. Now you drive from a long ways away.
It takes about an hour and 45 minutes or so here.
That's a long way.
It's worth it. I would tell anyone it's worth it.
That's great, awesome. Now there are people, you know, obviously this isn't cheap, so you know it's definitely an investment in your mouth. What would you tell people that have the money or have the means, but they don't know if they want to spend that much money on their smile or their teeth?
Well, I think they really have to consider their quality of life. And I didn't want to have to take my teeth out at night and leave them on the bedside table.
Yeah.
I really didn't.
Yeah.
And I think it's all about your quality of life. And I finally thought, if not now, when?
Yes.
And so.
Why don't you go ahead and take that off?
You want to take it
Not
off?
crooked now.
I haven't seen them.
Yes, she's ready to see
I'm
them.
ready to see them.
So, you know, these are what we call the all zirconia teeth. They are not going to stain. Okay, so you can pretty much eat anything that you want. I still tell people stay away from rock soup. Okay, that's the one thing, rock soup. But you should be able to eat apples, you know, corn on the cob, steak. What are the things that you're most excited to
I
eat?
want nachos.
Nachos, that sounds
and
great.
tacos and lettuce
Yes.
and apples and
Nuts. What about nuts?
yes, absolutely, absolutely.
All right, so we ready to let her see it?
Mm-hmm. Can we see?
Yes. There you go.
Oh my word!
What do you think?
Oh my! Oh gracious! Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Look at them real close.
Oh,
Can you
my word.
tell how they have variation and
Yes.
they've got more character
Yes.
to them?
They're absolutely beautiful.
They turned
Thank
out
you
awesome.
so
Yeah.
much.
Excellent for you.
Oh, thank you.
And one thing I always tell people in this process is, you know, we kind of forget how our teeth come together. Okay?
Yes,
You heard probably my last ones.
yes.
Just make sure if you feel them coming together too hard when you're eating, you should. You should just get close and open. Get close
Right,
and open.
right.
Okay? Is it okay if we show the before and after?
Sure.
Okay. That's the before.
Right.
Oh, there we go.
Yes. Oh my word, gracious sakes.
Look at how beautiful that smells.
Oh,
So just like so many people, you know, that come to us, you have, you know, fought that fight
yes.
about trying to keep the teeth. You can see you've had crowns.
I had all crowns almost up top.
Yeah.
And then they'd been there about 25 years and then started coming out.
Yeah.
So
So they kind of break
the
off.
time
And
had come.
you've had root canals. You've been there. You've done that, and it just comes to a point where you don't want to keep having to do it.
Exactly. Just want to get her done.
Awesome. Well, we do have a couple things for you.
That is so. Oh, thank you.
Now,
Thank you.
we are going to send you for your first steak if you have steak.
That'll work.
Now, the only thing that I'm going to tell you is we do have a Texas Roadhouse,
Love it.
okay? Or if you're willing to travel to Marshall, that's a long ways away for you. But there's an awesome place called Ginocchio's. Have you ever heard of that?
I have not.
Is that too far to go for dinner? Probably.
No, I'd make a weekend of it. I think.
So Ginocchio's is the old train station in Marshall, Texas. The trains actually go by it.
Uh-huh.
The owner, Alan, is awesome.
Oh.
It's just a great atmosphere. So I have either option for you. If you would prefer to have Texas Roadhouse, that's fantastic. We can give that to you. But we have a gift certificate for Ginocchio's. Either
Wonderful.
one.
That's
Okay?
great. Thank
Awesome.
you. And thank you again for everything.
Thank you so much. Appreciate
People
it.
are wonderful. Your staff is great.
I do have an amazing staff.
You do.